Hi, the sewing machine, like any other machine, doesn't work well if dust goes in the engine. So I'm going to make a cover so it's well protected. My first idea was to make one with patchwork because I really like patchwork. But then I also like seeing the sewing machine because this is the sewing room and it's the center of attention. So I decided to make it with some plastic tablecloth. And let me know then in the comments what other projects do you think you could make with this. I haven't seen any like this, but I've seen caravans and really nice designs people make. But when I did the haul and showed the plastic tablecloth, a girl told me that she had made the same, so that's good. We have good references. With our sewing machine as a model, we're going to trace around it and cut two pieces that will be the sides of the cover and a long one that will be the top. We're going to stitch it together and stitch the bias tape on top and on the bottom hem. So to make it, I'm going to transfer the sewing machine measurements onto a paper. So I'm just going to contour around it. And then for the side, I'm going to measure so it's well. When I bought this, they told me in the shop that if the machine had problems, if I saw that the machine couldn't do it, to put some paper on top so the stitches could go through and stay there, and then you rip out the paper. But I cut a little piece and folded in half and I didn't have any problem and it worked okay, so let's hope it still does. It's a really simple project, it should take minutes to do, and I'm going to add some bias tape. I'm going to sew it to the outside and then add my bias tape and then fold and sew again, so it has a nice little detail. Take into account that we have curves here. So to do that, we're going to put the curvy one underneath and then the straight one on top, so we can move this last one and adjust it to the other one. Two little things, this really sticks to the machine, so you have to pull a little so it keeps going. And the other thing is that to make the corners, not the corners, the curves, I lift the foot but leaving the needle in so you can move it without losing the spot. And now what I'm going to do is sew the bias tape to the edges. They look okay, they don't look bad, but I think it'll be a much professional finish so you don't see these raw edges. Because the bias tape sticks out, you will have to decide which side you want to pleat it on. and it doesn't really matter, but the important thing is that both sides need to be mirrored so they look nicer. I'm such a mess. This is what I have left from the bias tape. Imagine I don't have enough. I'm in love with the result. Following this same pattern on the pattern of your machine, you can make it in any fabric. You can make little stripes for a patchwork look. You can make, there's a really nice caravan one, lovely. And it's always nice. You can even make it in a simple plain design and it will turn out great. But I love the look. I really like that you still see the machine when you go in the sewing room and it doesn't lose that feeling. When sewing this, it's really easy because it stretches. You can see it from this little bit, but it stretches. So to make the corners is really nice to work with because you just pull a bit and it takes the shape. So it has no problem. And that's why I love using bias tape, because you get this professional finish and it's really nice. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you had a nice time watching it. It's a simple project. You can make it in under an hour. So I hope you give it a go and let me know in the comments what you think. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Bye!